5, 4.
Hello, people. How you doing today? We're going to have an interesting show. I'm Danny Trio, and I'm with Lee Cole. Lee, so how you doing today?
Good, Danny. How are you?
Good. I have a lot of money in the bank, and Lee Cole doesn't. Okay, but anyway, people, that was really corny, but we just wanted to start the show corny today. Thank you all for who's here so far, and we'll read who's in the chat room. If there's any trouble hearing us, please let me know. Innocent gang member, the truth. How you doing, the truth? Jenny Patterson, Carmine S, John Wayne. John Wayne's here. The ghost of John Wayne. Okay. Mayo 16 and the truth have been having a big long conversation in here. No wonder why this thing's so long. Damn, guys. Paul Bain. Tony B. How you doing, Tony B? And thank you for your help today. Jenny Patterson. How you doing? John O'Masters. Okay, we'll get down here. Tommy Stiggs. How you doing, Tommy? Maverick. How you doing? M. Soretti. Okay, let me see. Seymour Scagnetti. Elliot. Scott Larson, Walt Liquor, I like that name. D'Agosto, C Money, Joey Frax, gosh almighty, Tricky Ricky, Edward Everett. Okay, I think Mr. Fugazi, how you doing? Mr. Fugazi says, hello, guys. It's great to join you guys. As always, boys. Lee, I hope you liked my photo, my tat. Yeah, that was some piece of work that you got on your back there. Thank you for sending that. I appreciate it. But I'm not going to imitate it because I would cry like a little bitch when I'm having that thing put on my back. Okay, we want to talk about a couple things. First of all, we'll talk, as much as I don't even like to mention his name, we're going to, because we want to just tell you how much this guy lies. Danny, Tony Pizza's been saying that, who was it? Greg Scarpa Jr. was sending him money.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's a lie.
Okay, and how do you know that's a lie?
Because I am in touch with somebody that's related to Greg.
And no, he's definitely not sending him money.
They don't even know who he is.
Okay, so people, whenever he comes on and says Scarpa's sending him money, he's just lying off his ass. And Tony, if you're watching this, you're lying. Cut the shit. Like that man wants something to do with you. Okay. And we're going to wait a little bit before we start up the regular show. Robert Urich, how you doing? Lee and Danny and Lee. Hey, Robert, why do you put Danny's name first? What the hell kind of crap is this?
Because I'm the boss.
Yeah, you're slowly taking over the show. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. You're going to phase me out. One day you guys are going to show up and I'm going to be gone. It's just going to be Danny sitting here. He's going to go, well, we have a celebrity in the house. Gunsmoke the Don. And usually he's sleeping at this time. The fact that he's here is pretty incredible. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Okay. Do you know this person, Ryan Lacey Agnello?
Liberty Avenue. Yeah.
How you doing, Ryan? Thank you for showing up. Mark Schumacher. Pizza's mommy gives him big cash. Oh, yes. She gives him cash to stay away. A matter of fact, Danny was saying, people, that if Tony Pizza comes to his house, he will buy him a car, right, Danny?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. If you mean that, right? If he comes to your house,
oh, I'm terrified of him. I'm really scared of him.
No, but would you buy him a car?
Yeah. I want him to come to pick it up.
Yeah, Tony Pizza, you hear that? If you go back down to Florida, right outside of Tampa, you can get a hold of me. I'll give you the address of Danny's. And if you go there, Danny will give you a car. That's a great deal. Mustache Pete, Lee and Danny. Tony does nothing but lie. He is delusional. But you know what? People keep giving him money. Yeah. I can't understand this one. Danny and Lee rolls off the tongue better. Oh, you mean Lee? So I'm going to change the name of the show from the Lee Cole 3 Danny Trio show to the Danny Trio and this guy named Lee. Is that what we're going to do? Okay. We're just waiting for more people to get in here before we start talking about the greatest gangster that ever lived, John Alite. So this is going to be a John Alite show, but we're just going to, just let people get in here first. Good afternoon, Lee and Danny. Hope everything, Chad is having a good day. Arthur Stewell, thank you for showing up, my man. I appreciate it. Okay, listen, guys, don't block nobody unless people come in and start real negative shit. Put them on timeouts, but I blocked a couple people that have been regulars in here because they needed to be blocked. But just, we don't have to worry about our numbers, people. We can block people here. But as long as we be fair to them. If they disagree with us, so what? We want people to disagree. Lee Cole, Danny Trio, you shouldn't offend John Alito because he is a killer and he will get you. And I'm glad you said John Alito because we're going to talk a little bit about that too. Gunsmoke gets a life, get a life, and miss can't be wrong. Just sit around and watch FBI. Mayo, put them on timeout. If you're going to attack my people, people like those, my two favorite people, you get blocked.
Put them in the bathroom.
Yeah, put them in the no. Stack says that. Please do not say that.
Put them in a timeout.
Danny, this is Mo 499. Danny, I like the way you move. Ooh, answer questions and your overall character. Only watched you twice or so. Can you give me a quick summary of your past? Quick summary.
Well, I was convicted of a murder back in the middle 80s. I ended up doing 18 and a half years. And I got out in 07. 07, I got shot in Bay Ridge. And after that, I moved to Florida.
And he raised his son. And he owns 2 homes now, a business. Well, and he turned his life around. I got to give you guys an important part because Danny's very shy. You guys know how shy he is. Very, very shy people. Antonio Lee, Danny and Lee, keep the great shows coming. And that's our plan. Listen, every once in a while, we're going to come in here. And if we have to fight back, we will. But in general, we're going to give you guys content because that is what you guys want. And so that's our job to give you content. And why do we need to attack when we got FBS kicking everybody's ass? That's what it comes down to. Did anyone see Megyn Kelly interview with Sammy the Bull? Yeah, I seen it. Did you see his eyebrows? He has like tattoo eyebrows. You can't even describe. Can you imagine what that man looks like when he has his hat off and
Schmiegel.
What is a Schmiegel?
It's a character. He's a character. Look him up. Google him.
Okay, Jojo wants to know, Lee, try to get a story on Charles Carnaglia. What do you think about that?
Carnaglia? Yeah, he was part of the Gotti hit team.
And he was wasn't he considered one of the most vicious ones of the team?
They were all vicious. He was close with them, Gottis. He went to prison with Gene Gotti for heroin, dealing heroin and stuff.
And he did his time, never snitched, anything like that?
He's out now.
So he did his shit. He did his 25 years, whatever.
Oh, no, that was his brother. Charlie's locked up still.
Oh, he's still locked up? Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking of his brother.
John Wayne, Danny was shot and no longer has a vulgar way to saying it. Okay. Well, listen. Hey, Danny, can you give me a car? I live in Florida. Scott H. said he will come to your house to get that car.
If you need something, we'll work something out.
He will represent Tony.
Yeah.
Danny Trio, you should give Tony Puke a job sweeping up broken glass.
That's exactly the plan, my friend.
But he's not going to. The reason the glass will be broke is because Danny's probably going to put him through glass. I wonder what Tony did that has Danny so pissed off. He can't be just a meme. No, it's not just a meme. No. When you get on and you challenge people, you call people out, you call them all sorts of names. See, Tony does that because he knows that He's far away and he runs around like a little coward. So this is why he does that, people. But we're not going to make this about it. No more Tony. Jenny Patterson, enjoy your thirsty. Yep. Can you guys believe it's Thursday already? This week has went so quick. You guys should pay Pizza to sit under Danny's table and tickle his thumbs. Danny might crack a smile.
Yeah.
I had to put that up.
That's all right.
Bador, okay, let's see, $10. $10 from Wayne H, Danny and Lee. Why bother with Tony Pizza? He's useless. No threats to you guys. So what if he hustles? Oh, you know what? I agree with you that. We have no problem with him hustling bucks. If people are dumb enough to give that guy money, God bless him. But he needs to keep his mouth shut and stop saying horrible things about people. That's it. You know, he talks about me, my brother. He talks about Danny. That's all he's on here for. Sure, if people are stupid enough to give their money to him, God bless them. Why would Tony pick up a free car when Tony will leave with no working hands? Bill K, how you doing, Billy?
What's up, Bill?
Did you get my friend request, Bill? I don't know if you got that. Throw a house in. If Pizza shows up at Danny's house, I'll buy Pizza a beachfront home in Florida. Okay, see that? We got a lot of good things going on here, people. A lot of people want to get things for Tony. So a car, we got him a house. All he has to do is go down to Florida and hook up. Wayne, what the hell? Are you married to Pizza or something? Are you like his bathroom buddy, Wayne? I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. Let it go, Lee. Tony. It's like beating up a weakling. Come on, let us have our fun like he does. Lee, I haven't blocked. Just remove the comment that was tasty. Yeah, well, we're going to get some of those. Don Vito, how you doing? Danny has been out in the sun, the Mediterranean jeans. Yeah, you're getting dark, my man. No one can say you got no Sicilian blood in you.
Yeah, I do.
I dropped my damn phone. God damn it. Okay. Boy, there's so many people in here right now. We're at 200, so we can start talking about John Alite. John Alite is going to be tonight, going to be doing an interview with Sin Mill TV. As you guys know, Sin Mill TV does interviews, and they've done Gene Barillo, they've done Ramundi. I was supposed to debate Ramundi there, but I got scared and I ran away from him. I'm just going to say that because that's what you people want to hear. I was really scared shit of him, so I didn't show up. Okay, and he also has John Alite, they're putting out his video tonight. And John Alite's coming out. He's upping the ante now. He's upping the ante now. His new enemy, and the guy that feared him, was Tommy Pitera, Tommy Crotty. So I'm going to kick this over to Danny, and we'll start it off. Danny, what do you think about these new claims he's going to make tonight about Tommy Pitera?
Oh, well, obviously he must have had a premonition, because the things that he's saying now are absolutely, unequivocally a total lie. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, this is all this guy does. From the time he wakes up to the time he goes to bed, he figures out what he can do or say to make himself relevant. And he's absolutely not relevant whatsoever. So I don't know why people keep giving this guy a platform for him to come on and continue his rhetoric and his bullshit, because he's nothing but a bullshit artist.
And so he pretty much, let's go over a few things. Well, has John Alite ever met Tommy Pitera?
Yes.
Okay. Go with it.
There was a sit down between John Gotti Jr. and Pitera in regards to a guy that was involved in drug dealing. And John Gotti brought Alite along with him. And Pitera asked John, who is this guy? And John told him. And Tommy told him, get rid of him. he's not welcomed here. That's the only contact, if you call it that, that he ever had with Tommy Pitera. He never had words with Tommy Pitera, but I seem to see he's threatening, and he threatened Tommy Pitera. He was going to kill him, and it's so bizarre that how anybody can believe anything this guy says has to be delusional.
Yeah, and so tonight he's going to talk about that Tommy Pitera wanted to kill him, so he hired some cartel to go to Alite's house, and they had a big gunfight, dead bodies in the backyard and in the woods. John Alite basically took them all on, and imagine that.
Yeah.
So here we are. He's talking about knowing Tommy Pitera.
Tommy
Pitera has made it. He basically, one time he met him, and he kicked him out of the meeting.
Yeah, he didn't even know who he was. He acknowledged the guy that was there, didn't say hello to him, didn't say anything. He directly dealt with John Gotti Jr., and he told John Gotti Jr., who is this guy? Never acknowledged him, never looked at him, and that was it. That was it. There was nothing.
Shinebox, welcome to the show, and thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
What's up, Shine?
Yeah. So, and we're going to get off to some more stuff. And so I know what he's going to talk about tonight, but I kind of made a commitment. I'm not going to get too much into it, but we're going to hit, because I'm not going to ruin no one's show. But basically, every time this guy comes on, he has more shit on this. Just so you people know, on June 8th, he did a show. In that show, he looked right into the camera, and this is John Alite, and John Alite said, "Oh, Lee kidnapped a child and molested my child." He literally said that about me on his show. So this is how creepy this guy is. Is there any evidence of that happening? No, because it never happened. Is there anything anywhere that it happened? No, because it never happened. But John Alite got mad because we did a show the day before, and Danny Trio talked about what, Danny?
Him getting knocked out, that he never talks about.
Yes. And Danny witnessed him getting knocked out. And explain that story real quick. I know some people have already heard it, but let's explain it real quick.
Yeah, he was in Coney Island, and he had words with a friend of mine named Victor. They've been having words back and forth. They walked towards each other. As they were walking towards each other, Victor hit him, and he fell to the ground.
So Victor knocked him out.
Knocked him out.
Did they put a pillow underneath his head after he was on the ground?
They burped him and pissed on him. Yeah.
They burped him and pissed on him. Okay. So right after that show was done, the following day he comes out and says, "I kidnapped the child and molested the child."
Yeah, he's a bum. He's a fuck boy, and that's all he'll ever be.
And here's another one. He claims that he did a home invasion of Tommy Pitera's drug house. Can you explain what would happen if he did that?
Well, I mean, you got to be living in a fucking bubble. It's self-explanatory. It's like me saying I was a made member of the mafia, but nobody knows me. So that's the same thing with Alite. Alite is a delusional comic book character that likes to embellish and lie about things that never happened. And if they did happen, he takes them out of context. The guy's a bum and a bitch, and I think he's a half a fag, to tell you the truth.
A half of? I hear he's more than a half. I hear you, but I hear he likes them, but they got to have both. They got to have both body parts. If they don't have both party parts, he wants nothing to do with it. And lately, if you watch his shows lately, people, all he's doing is talking about kids getting. He was talking about a girl that wanted to become a boy, and he had no problem with it. I mean, he's talking all this weird stuff that he should really stay out of. I mean, this is like these shows that we got here are based on mafia genre, not transgender operations. I mean, I'm sure there's a genre for that, but he's in the wrong genre. Okay, so it was basically Tony Pep Trentacosta, I'm sorry. When John Alite was down in Florida, Tony Pep found out that he was a rat down there, and he let it be known. Did you ever hear anything about that?
I heard it later on, but you got to remember I was away. So
Okay, now we're going to talk about Sal Catalano, and here's another statement that he made. People, he said that now describe who Sal Catalano was.
it's a Bonanno captain. He was a
Tough guy.
zip.
Tough guy.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Alite claims that he smacked the shit out of Catalano's son. Isn't there a price to pay for that if you do something like that?
Well, you got to be an idiot if you don't believe there is. And obviously, why don't Alite said he slapped Paul Castellano as well? The guy's a fucking moron. He's a complete nitwit. He's an illiterate. What else can you say about him? I mean, I can go on and go on. He has a following of nitwits, and it's like the Pied Piper. When he toots his horn, they all follow him.
And this is a young Tommy Pitera, people, and that's a very regular picture. And this is him in prison now, or within the last year or so.
No, that's later, but yeah, it's relative. But
couldn't you just let me go with that?
I'm the boss.
Yeah, but why did you shoot me down? It's embarrassing.
You'll be all right.
Damn. You see people? What he does to me? Embarrasses me. Danny and Lee don't agree with all you do. Alite fair game entertaining. Hey, Wayne, I'll make you a deal, Wayne. You give us money, you could say whatever the hell you want about us. Even if you don't give money. You know why, Wayne? Because you do it respectfully. Okay. Oh, they're asking for money. Oh, let me not forget, people. Just upset a few people right there is the Cash App and the Venmo. And we have a great website, and it's called mobtubersblog.com. You can go over there. There's lots of blogs about gangsters. Our good friend, Tony B., who has been a friend from the very beginning of me being on here, he does those blogs. And it's right underneath there. So please, if you want to read some good blog stories, there's a lot there. And every week we put 1 or 2 new ones in. So they're always getting changed. And it's a good website. It's a damn good website. I rebuilt it again, and I'm getting a lot more compliments on this new website. So go check it out. And if you don't mind, Miss Can't Be Wrong, if you could put up the website address, I'd really appreciate it. I would ask Gunsmoke, but he probably fell back to sleep. Okay, so someone wants to know, is Tommy Karate short or tall? I think he's about average height, if I remember correctly.
And he doesn't have a Mickey Mouse voice.
He doesn't?
No.
Because people will say that he doesn't want to speak because of his voice. That's not true?
No.
Would you agree with this? Tommy Pitera was more dangerous than anybody in John Gotti's crew.
I would definitely say that there's an argument there for that. Tommy Karate was a diabolical person. Tommy Karate was a psychopath. Tommy Karate was a lot of things. One thing he was a gangster through and through, believe it or not.
And there's a story I just heard about him. Do you know that he is one of the feds to this day watch him thoroughly because a few years back, some guy was writing him, and it turned out the guy was a serial killer. And this story is true, people. So they found out this guy was a serial killer. So they went to him, to Tommy Karate, and they questioned him. Tommy says, I don't know who the hell these people are to come in. And did you ever hear that story?
Well, I've heard that story and of other stories. He's very personable. You write him a letter, he'll write you back.
But he will not do an email.
No.
He has the opportunity of being on email, but he won't do it. Old school, won't do emails. Oh, come on. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button, please. 37 likes, 275 in here.
Come on. You got to hit the like button, hit the notification button. Any buttons you see, hit them. Get the likes up to 100, please.
Yeah, we like it at 100 when we leave. We always get up afterwards. A lot of people watch our videos after we're done. And listen, we started early today. We have a nice crowd in here, and we appreciate it, people. That's why we're here to talk about mob stuff, and a bunch of other bullshit. But we want to give you some mob stories. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to pull up a couple other things here about. Okay. So when he was down in New Jersey, when John Gotti booted him out of New Jersey, out of New York,
out of right.
He went down to Jersey, and guess whose name he was using when he was down there?
Gotti Jr.
Gotti Jr. And Bobby B. How do you say his last name?
Borriello. Oh, who?
No, Bobby Bisaccia. No, the guy that ran Jersey.
Versace. Yeah.
Bisaccia. He got a hold of Gotti Jr. and he said to Gotti Jr., "Who the hell is this guy Alite here in New Jersey? He's throwing your name around." And then Gotti Jr. said, "Look, I don't know. This bastard was with us. We booted him out. Please don't listen to him when he uses our name."
You got to understand something. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He originally got booted out of John Gotti Jr. slapped him to the curb for the fact that he was using Gotti's name too much in drug deals and stuff when he was with Gotti Jr. Then he gets booted out and goes down to Jersey, and he continues to use Gotti's name.
Yeah.
Now
but a lot of people have to remember one thing. He wasn't with that crew long. If he was with them 2 years, it was a long time. So when he makes these stories up, he's trying to say he was there from the beginning. He knew everything, blah, blah, blah. He knew John Gotti Sr. It's all a lie. It's all bullshit. It's complete fabrication.
Well, one thing we do know that's true is he got called in one time by Angelo Ruggiero, Anthony Rapino, and Willie Boy Johnson. They wanted him to come meet them. And you know what they did when he got there? They beat the shit out of him.
How come he doesn't talk about that?
He doesn't talk about that, but that's out there, and this happened in the late 1980s. And this is when he started using their name, people. He started using their name, and it started pissing people off in that family. You got guys running around that are some serious guys, and you got this guy using names, and then you got Ruggiero here, Rapino, Willie Boy John, serious guys. How serious are those three guys? Those three guys' names?
No question about how serious they are. He wanted to be Italian so bad he changed his name. He used to go by it's phenomenal. So he's got a mental issue. There's something wrong with him.
Aletto, he went by Aletto, and now he's Alite. And listen, people, we know we covered that. I want to cover it more today with Danny because Danny actually used to hang out with John Alite, and they used to go for pizza together, right, Danny?
Well, according to Angel Gotti, he's in my Facebook friends.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but that was corrected right away. Can you imagine that? It was said that you were friends with. How bad does something like that bothers you when you're being accused of being a friend of a person like that?
You know what bothers me? Because if you say something about them or her, forget about it. They make a whole story about you.
And it was proven wrong. And the funny thing is, 3 other people were in that storyline. We have 311 people here right now. Thank you guys so much.
Please hit the like button.
Okay. But this has been going on forever, people. I mean, think about how long Alite's been using the Gotti name. We're talking since the 80s. He started spitting that name out in the 80s, and he hasn't stopped. And listen, I'm not doing this. You guys know that Angel was blasting me and Danny the other day, and I don't really give a hoot how she feels about us. But the fact of the matter is, John Alite started using the Gotti name in the 80s and has not stopped. Here we are, 40 years later, Danny. He's still using the name
because that's all he can do. That goes to his relevance. I mean, sooner or later, don't you people fucking get tired of hearing this fucking fag keep talking? That's all he does.
And he has the same. And guys, here's what you got to ask yourself. Every couple months, he has a new story about being with that family. And now he's going to pick on Tommy Karate because he knows Karate's doing life in prison. And this is what they do. If they're dead, he'll go after them. Mustache Pete, that's not nice. Alite has more stories than Dr. Seuss. Oh, Tony B. He uses say that last name so I don't embarrass myself.
Ruggiano.
Ruggiano. Oh my God, I get tongue tied in Italian names, people, and I got Italian guys that write me and go, "Get that shit right. We're Italian. You're embarrassing us." Okay, now you're gonna get Danny really going. John Alite went downhill when Gene Barillo left.
Listen. You got two guys that are. Forget about it.
No,
Go to the next question.
This is entertainment, Danny. Go for it.
You got two guys that come on a platform, Beavis and Butthead. They suck each other off, and then they talk about this, that, and the third. Listen, they're both flunkies, so it is what it is. They're both rats, and they are what they are. But tell the truth.
And in reality, probably Gene Barillo was a little more serious than John Alite. and that's scary, people. How strange is it that guy who Alite does his show with is one who wears all the makeup? He's talking about the cop, Michael Dowd.
Yeah.
Michael Dowd got away with doing a lot of stuff. Michael Dowd literally drove a guy to be killed by a drug dealer. Drove him right up to the guy's property, turned the guy over, and the drug dealer killed the guy. That's Michael Dowd. That's how he used his badge. And don't you find it funny that these two guys are together?
Well, history repeats itself.
And and believe me, people, after this show, Alite will come out. He'll release something saying I said something or sending something somewhere. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't talked to John Alite in a long time, people. Oh, did you realize that? And this is an incredible story. I think this one's true. When Paul Castellano was going to get hit, guess who waited by the phone to get word of the hit? John Alite. He was standing right by the phone. He stood there and waited till he heard that Castellano was gone, Danny.
Yeah. Imagine that.
You can't make this shit up, people. You really can't.
But what's really funny is how people believe him. That's the funny part.
That's the thing. You got people like him and Gravano. They could say whatever they want. Listen, Gravano was actually a part of the mob. There's no doubt. But Gravano's stories, if you read Gravano's 302s, then you read what he says on when he does his show. Gravano's way off compared to what he usually says. I mean, he's way off compared to the testimony he gave in his 302s. So Gravano, that's how far Gravano's off. So it's like an automatic thing. It's like a lion thing. Danny told me that he called me up the other night and said, Lee, I want to watch Gravano's new movie because he's a movie star now. Did you ever see it?
I've never watched Gravano. Never. And I'm being honest with you.
You never seen him one time?
No, I mean, I've seen snippets that come across YouTube or Facebook, but to actually go to his page and look at him no. No.
Well, he had a special on cock pumps, Yeah, no, he actually seen Paul Castellano's cock pump. He made Paul show it to him.
He probably squeezed it too.
Is there like a certain segment of gayness with certain gangsters like Alite and this other dude Gravano?
Who the fuck knows?
Okay. So Alite's dream was to always become a made member of the Italian American mafia. You knew that, right? And
absolutely.
Did you know that it's reported that he even paid money to try to get made?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, look what he does now. Look at the lies. I mean, everything that comes out of his mouth is a fucking lie. And he even had a child molester do his book. A convicted child molester. So he wants to call other people names. This is legitimate. The guy that did this book with him is a convicted child molester. So what about that?
I'm getting tired. First of all, if you want to say John Alite likes to ride on the other side, you got to have proof. You got to have pictures like this one. You got to have pictures like that.
You could tell who the man and who the boy is, right?
In that you could tell who's in charge.
That's right.
And it's not the little guy; it's the big guy who's in charge, without a doubt. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna," that was right before something very bad happened. No, I don't know if it was bad because Alite has that smile like he wants it to happen.
No, that was after the guy fucking pounded his ass. So are you kidding me? Look at him.
And he likes to associate with these guys. This is one of the guys that was writing his book. This guy. The first guy right there. He was basically so these are the guys that he hung out with. And he was, that he was infatuated with John Jr. I got proof of that too. Look how sweet he looks in this. Look at it.
Look at that.
Look, he got his head leaning back. He thinks that something's gonna happen here. John Jr. looks like if you come near him, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off. And Alite's going, but
let me just touch it. Let me just touch it. Let me get a squeeze.
He's gonna attack us, Danny. You know that, right?
Fuck him.
Okay, so he's gonna have me running around in my van, grabbing little kids and tossing them in the back. And he's gonna have you driving the van.
Yeah.
Do you want him to come? He's in Florida, matter of fact. What happens?
He's in Tampa.
Huh?
He's in Tampa.
Does it worry you that he's that close to your home?
I wish he was closer. I'm only 48 miles from Tampa.
See, I got a feeling after this show, Danny, that he's going to come out and say, I want to hook up with Danny Trio. And not in a prison way.
Yeah, well, you'll see fucking headlines in a newspaper. I kid you not.
And let's not forget, people, that was the front page of a major newspaper in New York. Junior's bodyguard. No, boyhood bodyguard. Boyhood pal gives feds evidence on 3 mob rubouts. But here's the thing. He was such a bad witness that they literally laughed him off the stand. He was an awful witness, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Well, when you tell so many fucking lies, how do you remember what you said?
Yeah. We got 345 here right now, people. Thank you so much. Really
hit the like button, please. If you haven't donated to the cause, please drop your money into the kitty. I need a new wagon and a spoke wheel for my bicycle.
Oh, yes. So we were talking about that. Danny seen another content maker that had a wagon.
I need one. I got to get
he had his whole life in the bag in that wagon.
Yep. So I need a Red Rider. I need a Red Rider wagon with a basket. So I need money to be sent so I can buy one. So please, if you have it in your heart to donate, because I'm poor and I need it. Thank you.
Okay. Listen, sometimes you got to make fun of other people at their behest, because of the fact we got 341 people in here right now, people.
So if everybody sends $1, I'll have $345. Please, I need a wagon.
Where have I heard that before? $1 per person.
That's right.
That's right. People, $1 each is $342 at this moment. Okay.
And if you do send that much money, I gladly donate it to the homeless shelter in your area.
Okay. But you mean it though, Danny.
I will.
I
don't need $345.
Okay, speak for yourself. But anyway.
But please send it.
Okay. I got nervous.
Don't get nervous.
When that camera went down there, I got nervous. Oh, we got $1.99.
Thank you, Grambino. That's it.
That's $2 going toward Tony. Okay. Anything you give us, we're going to send to Tony. How about that one? Let's collect money in the name of Tony. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Move some here. I'm falling way behind. I'm going to read some of these comments. You guys have written some great comments that I have not read. So let's get toward Ridge $4.99 toward Danny's little red wagon.
There we go. Thank you, Ridge.
You know, it's funny though. I was joking. Danny needs a mic, and we said that last
Wow.
week, and we got like $200 for the mic. And do you know he still doesn't have that mic?
Yeah, because Lee wouldn't send me my money for the fucking mic.
Okay. Let's see some of these. Roof doctor. I lived in Philadelphia my whole life. Legitimate tough guys. Never knew one who jumped in a lake to avoid an ass kicking. And that's true, people. He did jump in a lake to avoid an ass kicking. There's no doubt about that. And everybody knows about that. See, this dollar thing is working. Ivers Maple, $1. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
These dollars, but we're still several dollars short, people.
It don't matter. It's coming.
And so for the people who have already donated, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Do you know this person? Okay, I'm going to drop the link, but I'm not going to let you in if I don't notice you or what the story is. But we'll drop the link. The link's there. We got 340 in the house right now. Drop the link for Alite. Lee, drop the link for Alite. John Alite, you want on? John Alite, Lee. There's the link. John Alite wants to come on. Do you guys really think that's going to happen?
Yeah, if there's a guy in here, Anthony Muggs, please let him in. I know he was blocked, but somebody hacked his account. So,
Ronald Lime, super sticker.
thank you, Ronald.
Thank you. Okay. I've had a problem sending super chats. Just before it sent it, asked me for your password. Just keeps rejecting my password. I've even set new passwords. Still won't. I don't know what the problem is there. I'm sorry, my man. Sometimes it seems to happen, David, with certain people. I don't know why. Come on. Is John Alite already here? That would be great to get John Alite on here. Right now, that would show that he has a set of balls.
Yeah, he's got a set of balls. Everybody touches his little nutsack.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to watch the rest of the show later. Got to run. Hey, Mustache Pete, we just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.
Miss Can't Be Wrong said, I looked. It is him. Hey. See, you put his name on. If you put his name out there, he wants to show up.
Let him show up, the fucking big shot, the lying cunt. Let him show up.
And you can show up here and tell me about my about me molesting a child that I put in my van or something. You know, you remember when you said that?
Transvestites anyway.
What do you think, John? We were going to just forget you doing that? You could do something like that and not get hit back? That's the way it works. Okay. I wonder if he has a bunch of us blocked so we can't see his name in the chat. I have no idea. Tony Hilly is using the name John Alite. I looked, it's real him. Wow, he's really here? We're blessed with a superstar being here, people. 354 in the house. Mr. Alite, have you noticed that my live numbers are pretty much better than yours? I don't know why.
Anthony Muggs says he can't send super chats. Yeah, KA gang, yeah, burglary gang. They were a big gang in Philadelphia. Irish guys, I believe. Some were Irish anyway.
Yeah, if you're having, just send something. If you want to, you can send it to the Cash App. And I'll check into that. Every once in a while, that happens with YouTube. We have 360 in here right now. Every once in a while, that happens with YouTube. For some reason, the button, who knows? Who knows why YouTube does that or what's happening there? It's happened to FBS. It happens here. Lee, ask Danny. Tony Lapise said Danny wishes death to Tony's mother. Did you say that, Tony? Danny? Did you wish death
Well,
to
if I said it, well, let me address it. If because this guy, he's anyway. If I said it, let him come and ask me himself.
Yeah, I don't remember you saying that.
It doesn't matter if I did or if I didn't. If he says I did, let him come here and tell me if I said it or not.
All I know is that Tony Pizza's mother sends him a lot of money. Stay away. Eat him up, Danny. Leto man, up, you coward.
Man up.
Yes. And you know what, John? If you don't want to come in here, you have my email because you showed some emails I sent you. So you have my email. So what you could do is email me and we'll bring you on the show and give you an opportunity to defend yourself. Just like you gave me an opportunity to defend myself when you called me a child molester, that I molested a child. I'll give you the same opportunity.
I won't.
Johnny Greek from London. I think TGA Cash Apps only work if you have money in your account. No, actually, you have to have your credit card lined up for them. Who knows why? If you have the balls, join John Alite, D'Agostino, Alite. I'm just watching you guys. I'm changing. It's easier to pick up a bat. That's the old me. D'Agosta. I'll come on. We talk like gentlemen. Listen, I'll be a gentleman. I can't promise you Danny's going to be a gentleman. Would you be a gentleman if John Alite came on?
Be a gentleman. He doesn't understand being a gentleman. So,
okay.
Because
I'm sorry, Danny.
All he does is lie. Why don't he come on and show his fucking retarded face? The fucking queer.
Okay. Lee, Tony has about $8,000 sent to him. Good for him. Hey, listen, people, I don't have no problem with people sending him tons of money. I have a problem when he does like John Alite and goes on and says horrible things about people. Like calling people child molesters, saying people are raped, calling women Magilla gorillas. That's the thing that we have problems with. Mark Schumer, $20. It's working for me. Mark, hey, listen, people, check out that button, everybody, and see if it works. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Danny, I emailed Lee for your number, but no response.
Give him my number, Lee, please.
I thought I did, mob rats. Now, why are you ratting me out to Danny? Maybe I don't want to share Danny. God, mob rats. It's hard to say your name, dude. You got to change that name. I just pull that up and mob rats eats loads. Come on. John Alite, I'd like to ask you another thing, fella. You have the show where you called me a child molester. You have like 17,000 views, but you only have like 46 comments on 16,000 views. Those numbers don't add up. Maybe they add up if you have somebody like Tom LaVecchia count them, but if you have someone like the average guy that busts his balls on here and does things honestly, then we would know. 364 in here, people. Thank you. Okay. Joe Batters. Leto has balls, but they're on his chin. Okay.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to say one thing about John. He will do an interview, but is he willing to do a tough interview? I'll tell you what, John Alite. Here's my challenge to you. Send me an email, and we'll interview you. We'll interview you respectfully, but we'll ask you tough questions. We could do that.
And you'll get tough lies, too.
Yeah. Well, but you've never really been cornered on some things. There's other things we have on you, too. And I know you're going to be doing that show on and listen, I'm going to call him out for Sin Mills TV. You're going to be on there tonight. and you're going to have more stuff. But John, let me ask you this question. Why the hell are you going after Tommy Pitera? Why are you saying, like, the man took his sentence like a man, and he's sitting there for the rest of his life, unlike you were willing to do? So let's remember that. You weren't willing to do that. He was. So why would you insult him? Why would you say that you were going to kill him? Why would you say that you robbed his drug house and stuff? These things are so far-fetched, John. People buy this shit. I'll tell you why. I got to give you, John Alite, I got to give you credit about one thing. That you get people like Vlad or people like Netflix that did that show, and you talked about that gunfight. I like to add, here's the questions I asked you about that gunfight outside your yard, John. Where are the bodies? Did any of the cops hear the shots? How come the cops? So are you saying that the cops heard the shots but never got there? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. People don't call you out on that. And see, me and you wouldn't have a real problem right now if you didn't call me a child molester. So,
fuck him. He's a rat and he's a fucking scumbag and he deserves whatever comes to him. And that's a fact. But unfortunately, there's not guys around like there was 40 years ago. And he skips along like Raggedy Ann with his bullshit lies. And, people gobble it up just like he gobbled cocks.
Okay, I just don't do this, Danny. I just want Danny to call John a queer on live. No interview needed. No, we're not going to say that word no more. We already said it enough.
Well, if I offended anybody that's queer, I'm sorry.
Lee, Danny has to be one of the best, if not the best, live chat show on YouTube, boys. Soon you'll be getting more in the house. Can't wait, guys. Yeah, well, you know something? Our numbers are rising every day. This has been wonderful. I can't begin to tell you. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, this is 6 o'clock and we got 372 people in the house right now. The other day we had 300 for over an hour. The day before that, when we had the show before that, when we had Convict Inc. on, we had over 600 people in the chat live. So people out there, they can say whatever they want. They can attack us. But here's the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is people are watching us. So, and we don't see a lot of people in the chat room attacking us either. Boston, Steve Sanderosa, $50. Thank you so much, my man.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm going to get my little Red Riding Hood wagon.
No, Danny's going to be demanding his envelope. This is really going to suck people. But he's reformed character these days. No possibility of fisticuffs. Would you ever get into fisticuffs with John? Hey, if John Alite said to you, Danny, I'll meet you in a ring in Tampa, would you do it?
No, I'm not going to fight him in a ring. Let's go on the street and fight.
So like a Rocky V fight.
I don't care what it is.
Like Rocky V.
And there's no rules. I'll hit him with a fucking
single.
garbage can. Yeah, anyway, you can't hear me?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good.
I thought someone stole your signal.
John Alite.
So if you were going to challenge John Alite, it would be like Rocky V in the street?
I'll hit him with a stick, a fucking garbage can, a beer bottle, anything.
Okay. Okay, people, I'm sorry, man. I cannot control Danny sometimes. Sometimes he just, but I want to see what your response is going to be, John Alite, because maybe we can get into a nice prolonged battle now. Okay? And you could bring up the child molestation shit. And you know what? I even warned you to take that down and you didn't take it down. Why do you think guys like that, when they get mad at somebody, they start calling them child molesters or horrible names? Like everybody that has ever attacked John Alite is a child molester.
Well, because it knows it bothers people, so that's what they do. They go for that. It goes with anybody else. They try to go as low as they can. Kids, dogs, mothers, that's what they do.
Do you think that they're going to start making videos about my poly?
Yeah, that'll be next. Or your or your pair of sneakers that you wear.
I just hope they don't start calling Polly a whore.
Right. Then we
That's
got
going to
problems.
bother me. That's going to bother. You talk shit about Polly, you got problem, people. Right, Papa? Okay, I'm sorry. Polly thinks I'm nuts, people. Okay. Okay, let's read this. Johnny, the Greek Lee, why don't you read the whole comment and not jump to the conclusions of what it says? If you read it properly, I was joking about him not having money in the account. Johnny, I don't even know what I said to get you upset. I apologize if that's the case. You're a good guy, Johnny. I wouldn't do anything to say otherwise. Fred DeBoy, $5 super sticker. Thank you.
Thanks, Freddie boy.
Do you know him? Is that a friend of yours from Facebook or no?
He is now. He just sent $5. That's it, Fred boy.
Okay. Lee, are you still undercover for Angel? That will never happen, people. Again, Angel made her feelings known about me and Danny the other day. So we'll respect that. She can have her feelings about us. We're not here to attack Angel unless she attacks us. It's that simple, people. Tommy Stiggs, 360. No, Tommy, get your numbers right, okay? We got 379 in the house, not 364. Why are you trying to downgrade this show, Tommy?
Tommy.
I hate when they do that. Jay, how you doing, Boston Jay? Lee and Danny, let's see how far I'm behind. Oh, I'm not that far behind. I'm 6 minutes behind. Beautiful. Lee and Danny, hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Boston Jay, we appreciate that.
Thank you, Boston Jay. Thank you, man.
Listen, guys, no one should be allowed to come onto YouTube and make up lies about anyone. It's not only legally wrong, it's morally wrong. These mob rats are experts at it, though, boys. Yes, we've been having a lot of that lately. We have people going after people's children, people's wives. We have people calling child protective services. I mean, this is where people can be rugged and tough because they're here, they're hiding. And most of the people that don't show their face, those are the big cowards. And those are the ones that do this horrible stuff behind the scenes. And listen, I'm not saying one side or another, but I know what's going on. I seen a show the other day when the FBS was being attacked. If you're going to go after FBS, go after FBS. Why do you have to bring his children up? Who does that? It makes no sense. Now I see Lee made up with FBS. He's back to recording call. Oh, the bosses. I don't think the boss. I'll give you one more thing. If the boss says one more negative thing, let's block him, okay?
But why does he care what other people do?
I think that maybe he's a friend of other people that don't like me. That's the only.
So why does he come on here? Why don't he just stay on the other side of the fence? What makes him relevant to come here? So just do you? Well, then block him. Block the big mouth, and that's the end of it. That's all, because he's another big mouth. That's all. These people are retarded.
Okay.
Oh, I used a derogatory. I'm sorry, goofy. I apologize to anybody that's mentally challenged.
Ronald Lime, thank you. And if that's your
thank you.
If that's your picture in your avatar, thank you for serving, my man. Lee, anybody's welcome to come on the show. Listen, the other day I was being ravaged on Angel's show. I tried to get on and I was blocked. So here we let people on. If you're going to insult people, let them on to defend themselves and treat them with respect. That's what it comes down to. You know, it's easy to talk shit about people if you're not going to let them on to defend themselves. It's the easiest thing in the world. But if you're going to call people all sorts of names, half of them lies, some of it's the truth, because, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not a perfect saint. I wish I was, but I'm not. All the guns jammed when they stormed Leto's house. He doesn't tell that part. Tommy Pitera sent them all with bad guns, Danny.
Yeah, they were water pistols.
Yes, water pistols against a real gun, you're saying? So what do you think after John Alite killed these guys in the woods that he did the John Wick thing and he called up John Wick's cleanup crew?
Yeah.
And they showed up at the door and knocked and he opened the door and
Yeah.
they took the bodies away and wrapped them up in plastic.
This guy's fucking retarded. This guy's crazy, man.
And he blamed them and he paid them in gold coins.
Yeah, dog biscuits.
Vlad didn't even push back on crazy. You know what it is, Jane? They don't push back on crazy because they don't care. They care about the numbers. You literally had over 1 million people watch for Monday. So you're talking people are going on there. I can come out and say I'm a gangster and they were not going to check anything. You know, I can say I'm a kidnapper and they'll check it and say I'm a kidnapper. But anyway. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Jenny. Okay, let's have some mob questions here. Johnny the Greek Lee, please go back and read my comment properly. We just did that, Johnny. Johnny, remember, there's 380 people in here. It's not that easy to go back and read comments. And if come on, you know, I read and talk like Donald Trump, like a little bit nutty. Before we go back, one thing, people. 1 second. Well, I like to say one thing. Ivanka Trump died today. And, you know, I just like to say that. We should give her family best wishes. It's horrible when anybody passes away. The woman was a very strong woman. And so hey, Danny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can only see your dog.
That's what I want you to see.
Oh, I'm nervous. I get scared when you do that.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
Happy.
He's changing his drawers. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Lee, the email was from none your business. Oh, okay. Mob Rats, that's what it is. I didn't open it up because I seen that name. I didn't open that up because I didn't know whether it was a bad email, if you know what I mean. People send viruses in them. I'll open it up now that I know that you sent it. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I got a email from None Your Business, and I didn't open it because I didn't know if it had a virus in it because of the name.
All right.
But we'll take care of that. Oh, I'm sorry. Ivana, Ivanka. Oh, well, it's the jacket. It's the jacket. Okay. She was the mother to 3 children, grandmothers, so rest in peace. Yeah, she was, you know. And it's not about politics that she passed away, people. The fact of the matter, it's a sad story. She passed away, and she died suddenly. There was nobody around, and they sent someone to her whatever, her big gold palace. And it just goes to show you one thing, people. No matter how rich you are, when it's time to hit the road, that's it. Eddie Machete, you guys are killing it with 380 people, we're down to 359. So I'm guessing that maybe someone came on and they took 31 from us and drove us down to 359. Okay. Okay, let's get some more of these. Jeff Nadeau awarded Jane Creek on his channel with $500 because Jane Creek is Jeff Nadeau. I don't know if that's true, but Jane Creek's been around for a long time. And if Jeff Nadeau's pulling that off, Jane, God bless him. She won $500 on Jeff Nadeau's channel. And now people are saying it's Jeff Nadeau. He gave the money to himself. If he did that, people, you got to give him credit. That's brilliant. Okay, any more remarks here? Hello, buddy. I hope you're well. It's been very hot. It's going to be getting right today. Right now, it is 102 here where I live in Texas. 102 degrees. Imagine if Alite never really owned a house. But I don't know why that would mean anything to D'Agosto, because of the fact that it's like my blue heaven down in Florida. How do you feel about your part of Florida being like my blue heaven, Danny?
Well, I'm not part of that. I live rural. I live in the woods. So um, they all gravitate to South Florida and West Coast of Florida, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale. They all
Do you
gravitate to that.
do you think they have like rat meetings where they all get together like in the movie?
They certainly do.
And now that Gene Barillo's down there, they have like they have a basically what would you say a hitter,
Convention.
a
Yeah.
convention. They're all going down there. It's amazing, all in one spot too. So it's not like they're all over Florida. They're generally in one spot from Tampa to Miami. Okay. Okay, right now we have 368 in here, people. So we'll just try to keep you. We've been on for an hour and 5 minutes, and we've been over 300 for about 45 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ryan says, I hide who I am because I'm terrified of John Alite.
There you go.
At least you're honest about it. Ronald Lime, that's my picture. Like I said, thank you for serving. It's a really nice picture, dude. You must have, did you take that when you were out in the desert? Just wondering. The jacket. What's up, Lee and Danny?
What's up, the jacket?
David Cameron says, I watch the shows I watch and the assholes that talk trash about me. You know what? When you're on YouTube, you're going to have people talk shit about you. Just think about this. Just go to the shows and see the horrible things people are saying about one another. I mean, horrible shit. You can't even.
Yeah, see, the funny thing is that they won't go to somebody's face and say it. That's why this is an opportunity for people that have no balls whatsoever, but want to talk mad shit to people. And they have a forum like this to do so, because in reality, they wouldn't go in somebody's face and say that. And I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I'm dropping a link if anybody wants to jump on. And that includes any of our regulars or anybody you want to jump on, as long as you don't bring your ball sack up here and your ass. Okay. John Mello driving up Route 44 in Pennsylvania with my son, and he says, look at the Amish pulling wagons now. I said, he's not Amish. That's Tony Pizza.
Touche. That's a good one.
Hey, I was watching some of Tony Sirico as Paulie Walnuts, his insults and stuff. Whoever wrote that stuff for him was brilliant, because he has some of the funniest lines ever on The Sopranos. I'm not upset, Lee. I'm mistaken. You read half the comment, then you looked like you pulled your face in disgust and took it off the screen. No, I didn't do that, dude. I can honestly say I wouldn't do that to you, my man. You're a good guy. I wouldn't do that to you. Who knows? I'm old. Sometimes I have brain farts. You know, I might have dementia, Alzheimer's. I'm at that age where I can have anything. Sometimes I'll be driving down the street and going to the post office. And then when I wake up, I'm 40 miles away. I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I'm like at a Chinese restaurant ordering Chinese food. That's not true, Danny. I'm just saying that. That happens. That happens to Danny.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. David S. Carmen would be part of bashing ladies. No, we shouldn't be bashing ladies. But if ladies bash and open it up for themselves, I mean, that's on them. Okay, let's read some. We've got these new ones. Okay, Ridge accused me of being a sock on the Amazing Lucas. Okay, well, Jane Creek, you've been around for a long time. You've been around from the very beginning. And so if you're Jeff Nadeau, I don't know what to say. I would say, why did Jeff Nadeau choose the name Jane Creek? MB attacked Miss B can't be wrong. Okay, no more being a nice guy. Patch hog. This is what's wrong, people. We have people in our that come in here that don't show their face and stuff, and they get attacked by those people. And most of them, I mean, think about it. The worst attackers here are the people that basically are trolls. That's what they are. But you know, the stronger this show becomes, the less people will attack this show. That's what it comes down to, especially when they see your numbers. Because in this business, that's what it's all about, numbers. Danny, are you so very surprised, like on a Thursday, we'd have 360 people in there right now?
No, it's I would have never thought that, but I'm glad they are, and I appreciate it.
Okay. Johnny the Greek, has anyone supposedly seen John Gotti's abandoned mansion? It's some guys. Yeah, you know, I seen that, the abandoned mansion and stuff. I noticed a lot of things that were left behind in that Gotti mansion. I don't know what the story is behind that, so I'm not going to really talk about it, but there is a story behind it when you leave that kind of stuff around. That's what kids are so crazy. They grow up thinking there's no consequences for being a big mouth. They can, that you can back up. We did everything in person when I was coming up. It makes you think. That's the way
Absolutely.
it was when we were coming up. Things were a lot different. I mean, people, when we go outside now, we don't even see anybody playing sports. You know, when Danny and I were growing up, everybody was playing sports in front of the house, you know, or we were chasing some little girl that we liked because we were little boys that liked little girls. I had to change that real quick. Okay. This can't be wrong. He must have said the same thing 100 times. What's this guy's problem? I'm not sure who's saying anything, but Miss can't be wrong. Don't take no BS from nobody. Don't let anybody abuse you. Trolls are off the head. They don't even think the same as we do, so I ignore them. That's the best bet. Miss can't be wrong. Make sure that you see Jeff next. You thank him for having an open mind for the trans community, which has shown Jeff choosing a female avatar for his sock account. Yeah, listen, Jeff is more than welcome to be whatever he wants to be in this life. You know, if he wants to be, you know, if you're the height of a woman, some guys want to be women. So I'm waiting for Jeff to come, you know, drop the thing now and say, look, I'm coming on. Haha, good correction, Lee, about the little girls. Yeah, John Alite would have ran with that. Is John Alite still here? John, are you still here? Because for some reason, no one's grabbing that link. We have all you people in here, and nobody wants to come on. What the hell is that about? Are you guys like scared, Danny? I think they're scared of you.
No, they're not scared.
I think they're afraid of you because they're afraid you're going to say something to them.
No.
Okay, here we go. StreamYard. There it is, people. If you want to grab it, come on in. I felt left out. I haven't been attacked yet. Ryan, give it time. If you support a certain people around here, you'll get attacked. Fat Turney Salon. What's up, Lee and Danny? Alite is a POS rat, just like the rest of, but the others was actually somebody. Alite is nobody. John Jr.'s friend, and that's it. Yeah, you know, sometimes we make friends when we're young, and we regret the friends we have. Danny, have you ever made certain friends when you were young that you now regret?
Yeah, one or two, absolutely.
And you were growing up in Gravesend where you had to be very careful who was your friend. Would you say that?
Not back then, really, but you know, you found out who people were immediately when push came to shove. But there was a lot of stand-up people in Gravesend, so.
Johnny the Greek, apparently Gotti left. It is the daughter Victoria, and she lived. Yeah, it was Victoria's mansion, and it was a beautiful mansion. They left cars on the lot. They left stuff in the house and stuff. But once again, people, we don't know the reason why. You know, maybe there was a reason why that stuff was left behind. Mr. Fugazi, in Messina, Sicily, they restarted a new criminal organization, but they got cameras there, dude, Tony. Nowadays, to be a criminal organization, like Danny, they can never do the things now that they used to do back on your day, couldn't they?
No, absolutely not.
So back in the day, how many times do you think you've seen an actual beating in the street?
All the time.
And now, if you did it, you'd be arrested. It would be on videotape. They would arrest anybody doing it. You'd have assault and
Yep.
battery charges, probably serving 3 years in prison. Because I'm sure you've seen guys get vicious beatings. Look how slow the chat when fake live viewers are being bought. Laugh Out Loud MRE's chat moves 10 times faster with 200 views.
Well, how about
Dumbass.
this? How about
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Vegas Vinny, what are you doing here then? Go
Yeah.
where you got to go. You don't have to come here. We're a nobody. We're shit. So why would you waste your time on shit? So do yourself a favor and go hopscotch back and play Ring Around the Rosie. How about that?
And see, you could set your speed on your thing. I got it set on the slowest speed because people always complain that I don't read their stuff.
So how stupid do you look now, Vegas Vinny, you moron?
And it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, people, and this is very important, YouTube just sent out some paperwork. In the paperwork, it says, they sent this to all content makers. They're going to come down on people buying subs. YouTube's not taking it no more. YouTube's pissed off about it. So they send warning letters to all of us, all creators. We all got the letters. So you got to remember that, people. That's what's going to happen now. They're not going to do it. Because so many people are buying subs, and we know who they are. And a lot of people are complaining about it. Okay. Maybe I should speed my chat up so they can actually see it. Okay. The truth, the truth, I admit I am really Alite. Don't tell anyone. Good. Yeah, you Fugazi Tony, buddy. I'm just trying to catch up here, people. The wig is going to lose a lot of subs then. Listen, nobody knows for sure who's buying subs. Nobody knows for sure. But YouTube knows. YouTube knows everything. Here's what happens. If your subs build up, they'll send you a little warning. And in that warning, it says that your subs are being built up and it's pissing the shit out of them. And they'll take them away. But see, the problem is there's these companies now that they use real people and they pay these people to be subs, to take views and whatever. But you can always tell at the end of a video, and by looking at the likes and the responses with the messages, you can always tell people. That's how you do it. Lee, did I hear you right? You said Tony's been telling everyone Scarp has been sending him money. Yes, Joe Allen. So what has he been doing there, Danny? I didn't catch it, but you did.
Oh, he said that Gray Scarpa Jr. sent the money, which is a lie. He never did.
Miss Can't Be Wrong should warm herself up to Nadu so that she can be a wrench in his room, a room that matters. The truth. You know what? The truth. You got some little wise ass remarks. I know you come in here and you say hi and stuff, but when you make remarks like that, you question whether you should even be in here.
Well, why should he? Tell him to take a walk. Just block him. That's all.
No, I'm not going to block him. He was originally around. He got mad when I took his wrench away, and he still hasn't gotten over it. He still has anger issues.
So he's a crybaby little bitch. That's what he is. So,
Okay, Kevin Fahey, 199. Thank you. Tony Pizza had $9,000 sent. His mother sends him money all the time. That's his business. I don't give a shit. I did a video on it. It's funny. Tony did a video on his money and got about 40 views. I put the video up and got 1,400 views. Go figure. I could put up Tony's videos for him and get a couple thousand views where he can't. I don't see the point of buying subs if you're treating your YouTube page as a business, maybe for bragging. Yeah, there's no point behind it, Jane Creek, about buying subs. There's no points, but a lot of people do it now. You'll see shows that will start, and all of a sudden they'll have like 10,000 subs within a few days. FBS and I started. I'm still under 5. He's over 5. Just, that's how it just happens like that, people. David Cameron, the Mooney dash cam has full video of him going through the virtually open but deserted mansion. Yeah, Mooney dash cam has one of the best shows on here, people. A great show. That definitely wasn't a picture of his money. No,
Absolutely not.
No, that probably wasn't a picture of his money, but he gets money. You know what happened yesterday, people? So here's what happened. I purposely put the video up because I knew that Tony would get upset, because Tony knows if I put the video up, that means that people will think he has money. So what he did is, right after I put the video up, he put up a remark saying, "That's not my money." He admitted it wasn't his money right after he got called out for it, because he was afraid nobody was going to send him money. Tony Tense is the craziest whack. Tony Tense is the craziest whack job of all time. We got a lot of crazy people. God, I got to pull up all these. I got to speed this thing up next time, Danny. What's happening is all the ones are getting caught in the bottom, and when I hit the button, they all pop up. But I slowed the amount of time down. I can't do that again. I got to change it back to the way it was. Ask Danny if he spoke to Barry lately. Barry is pissed. Danny is avoiding his call.
Yeah, there's another character, another comic character.
Who the hell is Barry?
Christ. Hey, Lee, don't listen to these imbeciles, huh?
Scott H. zoomed in on your photo. Better watch it, guy. Too many of those big beers, and you're going to pile it up and blow a 10. I don't get that, my man. God, way too.
This guy's a nitwit. This guy's a complete moron.
Yes, Tommy, I'm going to drop you the link. You're more than welcome to jump on. Definitely got to speed this thing up next show. Okay, Tommy, there it is. Jump on up. It's crazy how people whine and pout if content creators take wrenches away. Oh my gosh, I've seen people get so upset with wrenches taken away. It's ridiculous. Come on now or never come on, my man. Okay, Lee, Sammy Gavano said to Patreon he doesn't that he don't know Tony Pizza. Here's how he met Tony Pizza, and this is a fact. The fact of the matter is Tony used to write him on Facebook, and he felt sorry for Tony, so he answered Tony and sent him money a couple times. And then Tony came out saying that he knew him, that they hung out together. That's the only reason he ever met, that Sammy Gavano ever went on. Sammy felt sorry for him. Barry Horowitz is going to slam Danny for missing his call. Okay. You would not believe the problem caused by the rent issue. Oh, it's amazing. D-Truth. Danny calls me a moron, yet he has the one who drove into the curb during road rage. Okay. So I'm sorry, D-Truth. I'm going to block you, dude.
Who's the dope now, dummy?
Yep. I can't have you on here, my man. I'm sorry. How's it going?
My man. What's going on, boys?
What's up, Tom?
I slowed my chat down way too much. That's what's going on.
Well, you know, it's rough to keep up with it. You're the big game in town, man. It's very, very difficult.
Well, what happened is a lot of people were complaining because I wasn't getting through my chat, but it gets really difficult. And you just got to slow that sucker down.
It's hard to keep it up
way too much.
Can you hear me, guys?
What's going on, Tommy?
You guys can hear me good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Two things what I noticed in the chat or in the talk I wanted to touch on. Tommy Karate not emailing. This is true. He won't get into the core link system. There's a core link system in the federal system. Tommy Karate and actually Tommy Reynolds will not either. They both will not get into it. They don't want to get into that conversation type of thing.
Right.
I have a dear friend that's with Tommy Reynolds every single day, all day. and I get messages back and forth from Tommy with my friend that's in there, you learn a lot of different things. Yeah, some guys are really not interested in any type of communication like that. And it's interesting. So
Yeah.
that's
I think that the problem with them being on emails, they would get so many. How would they ever even keep up?
no, they can't get so
No,
many.
it's not even right.
They have to request you. Like if
Right.
I wanted to, let's just say I wanted to get Tommy Reynolds on my email. The guy that I speak to every day would tell Tommy, set up Tommy me. And
Yeah.
I would get the notification. Not anybody can just email them. They have to be approved. And it takes a little time depending on your background.
Yep.
It's pretty interesting.
We grew up in a great we grew up in a great time, have a fight, then buy a beer after together, always outside sports. And you ever notice, guys, when we were young and we used to have fights, the person that you had to fight with, a lot of times you became friends with that person.
Oh my God, yeah.
But now it's not like that. Everybody wants to kill each other.
I got a floater in my eye from a childhood fight, a little floater. This shit happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we used to play tackle football without uniforms and stuff. Now they got. Can you imagine if we were kids, if we had to wear those big goofy bike helmets?
Never had helmets.
Yeah.
We had skin knees, fucked up toes.
That's
everything.
it.
We were a mess.
That's right.
We were a mess. The shit we made out of nothing, forget it.
Sure.
And I like to see how many more people get hurt wearing the helmets. I bet you then don't, like back in our day, nobody wore a helmet. A matter of fact, if you told someone to wear a helmet, they would get upset. I'm not putting that helmet on.
Yeah. No, that wasn't going to happen. I don't think we were going to wear a helmet.
No, Tony Pizza had 2 Joker poker machines at Tally's. Yeah, right. Okay. Danny, were you familiar with Tally's?
According to him, no. But yes, I was familiar with Tally. So he didn't have nothing in Tally.
Did you ever see Tony Pizza wandering in and wandering out?
Never.
Danny, Tally's was like a storefront. It was like the size of a shoe store, right? A little shoe store.
Yeah. It was small. Yeah.
Rob, I'm seeing a lot of different names in here I have not seen before, people. It's really strange. But listen, I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah.
Lee and Danny, what do you mean? I don't mean to sound ignorant, but how do you buy subs? I'm confused. See, here's what happens. You go to these channels and you buy subs, you could buy views, you could buy anything. And usually these, if you buy them from the wrong company, you'll get screwed because YouTube knows right away. They'll come after you. But it's a matter of time before YouTube does find out. And that's why YouTube has just recently sent a letter out to everybody that says that if you buy subs, views, or anything like that, and they catch you, they will shut your channel down. That's what it's coming down to now, people. So they're not accepting it no more.
I'm just building up slow and steady. I got no genre. I just build up. I just, you know my channel. I just break balls. I have a good time.
Yeah, I'm going
to do a show on what do you call it?
You do a lot of posing on yours.
You're crazy. I got
you drive and you pose in the mirror.
Yeah.
Drink your coffee at the same time. How's your mother doing, Tommy?
Today was a good day. So
good.
Is she at that point?
That's all.
Is she at that point in her life where she has her good and bad days?
She is. The problem is she broke her back and then she ended up with pneumonia. So today was a good day. She's good in the morning. She's like me. You see me in the morning, Lee. I'm all peppered up and going, right? She's the same way. So her strength is in the morning. So today was a good day. So we're optimistic.
Good.
All these people running around, rat this, rat that, would be the first person to call the popo. They're already calling the popo. They're doing it all the time. The things you see in here.
These guys are in there doing their time. The guys that ratted on, and they feel good about it in some ways. It might sound twisted, but now I'm starting to communicate with some people that are on the inside, and they know that their reputation is kind of golden, even though we know it's not good to be in prison. You know, Tommy Reynolds is counting down. He's got 108 months left now. His reduction got approved, and it's a definite go, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My friend's getting out in 3 years. Told me today that he had to take a plea to 3 years, or he could have got up to 15 to 20 because John Panisi was set to testify at his trial.
And you got to remember too, Tommy Reynolds is at the age where, you know, in 8 years from now, when he gets out, he might not be alive at that time. I mean, you're getting up there in age. It's like you don't know.
But he's in great shape. He eats good. He's working in there. He's optimistic. He has a positive attitude. That has a lot to do with it.
That helps you when you have a release date, without a doubt.
Yeah, a wake up. If you count the wake ups. I mean, 109 months, 108 months, it sounds insanity, and it is insanity. If you break it down, there's 3,200 and something wake ups. That's quite a bit, man. That's a lot.
Johnny the Greek told Tony the other day when he was moaning if everybody in his chat sent him $1, he'd be okay. I said, Tony, why don't you ask for all 5,000 FBS subs to send you $1? Makes it worth it because 60 better than 65. Yes.
See, I'll tell my mother.
Do you guys ever watch when Tony's exaggerating on his numbers? He goes, I got 40 people in here in 2 minutes. Who does that? When we started today, we had 120 right off the bat.
Relaxing racers. Let me answer this, Lee. These guys that are in witness protection or that were government witnesses can be called at any time, at any trial. That's the deal they made with the devil. And that's anybody that has cooperated, unless they backed out of the witness protection
program.
You guys in there can be called at any trial at any time.
And what do you think about, do you think that was really John Alite that was here before? Miss Can't Be Wrong says it was, so she's pretty good at that stuff.
It's very possible. It's very possible, but you guys started going hard, and I think he would have had a hard time coming on. It's possible. Well, you know, they watch. They say they don't watch, but they watch. Everybody watches.
Okay. MCBW, for some reason, there are on here cops are automatically bad. I have plenty of good friends and law. Let me tell you something, people. I'm going to tell you why people have trouble dealing with cops. And this is God's, I got thin gray line. Somebody had a show last night and they showed all these all these emails and stuff that Thin Gray Line, who at that time was talking to me. I had no issues with him whatsoever. And then I see the emails that he sent. And he was calling me white trash, all these horrible names.
What the fuck?
This guy's a correction officer, people.
Oh my God.
He's a correction officer talking this way about people.
Current or retired?
Huh?
Current or retired?
He's a young guy. He has disability. He's eating it up. But the fact of the matter is, he also, when FBS and I were fighting, what he used to do is he used to have FBS on the third line while he was my friend. And then you guys remember what he did? He met with my son. Recently, about a month ago, he told me he's recently talked to my son. Can you imagine a man telling someone that they're talking to their son? He put out things about Lee did this to his family, Lee did this to his family. He's done some horrible things, people. He's not a very nice man. And yes, and Grayson Line, I'm calling you out, man. What you did, I mean, I don't care where those emails, which show those emails, those were real. Those emails were real, and so were the text that you sent and the horrible things that you said.
And this is a corrections officer?
He's on disability right now, but he was a corrections officer. But I mean, I seen these things, and Danny, I seen these things. This guy was just like saying horrible. He was talking to me every day as a friend, but behind my back, he was like talking all this horrible shit.
This is the YouTube world. Oh, hold on, I got to get this call. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me catch up on some of these people. There's websites that offer at Rob Livo. I can't remember the names, but a quick search will sort it out. DP, Danny, did you ever hear of a Bonanno guy, Mike Uvino? Mike Uvino.
Yes, Uvino. Yeah.
Yes. Now, what was he in the Bonanno family? Was he a associate or?
No, he was a made member.
Okay, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Back in the day, if you wanted to fight, everyone knew. You know, it's funny. When I was a kid, Do you remember, Danny, when we were in school when we were kids and somebody challenged you to fight and you went and met him?
Oh, of course.
And you didn't have to worry about knives being pulled out. It was just a good old fist fight. And somebody lost, and that was it. And then you moved on.
That was it. Yep, that's it.
New York Century. Lee, why would you unblock me when I'm asking straight question to Danny? He has been avoiding. I don't even know who you're talking about. That's between
Listen,
you and
this guy. I've been avoiding this person. This guy's a clown. Don't feed into this bullshit because he's nothing but a fucking liar, and he knows he's lying.
Well, that's what they do. I don't understand all this blocks, the internet about the wrench or doxing or anything like that, but it definitely comes across that it can cause a lot of problems for people. Yes, it causes a lot of people. It's like when people get a hold of your family. You know, I had another content maker the other day mention my niece's name. He actually mentioned what my niece's avatar's name was in here. This is how low they are, people. And that's something that he would never do to my face. You know, it's easy to yell and scream and say a lot of bad shit about people when you're on here, but you won't say it to their face. You won't let them come on and defend themselves. They block you.
You know what? You know what would be really funny is if a content creator hooked up with another content creator that was talking shit about him, and they filmed it, and see what the other person would do. All that rah-rah shit and all that tough guy shit, I absolutely guarantee would cease in a moment, in one moment. They wouldn't talk that fucking shit.
And anyone ever think if Salvi took out Little Nicky, you think he would make peace with the hunchback? I don't know what that means.
He's talking about Salvi Testa and Riccabini.
And who was the hunchback?
Philly mobster, Little Harry.
Oh, see, that's something you know all these names, Manny. I mean, I never heard that story.
They tried to kill him fucking 10 times. They couldn't even kill him. They shot him. They fucking tried to stab him. They couldn't be. The guy's 4'11". They couldn't kill him.
Did they eventually kill him?
No, he died in prison, I think.
Okay. Tony Pizza had poker machines as much as my mom did. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to catch up on these remarks before I close the show out, people. Danny, did you know Tony Pizza back in the 80s and 90s? Rob Livio, you can buy subs at Subway. Get the 33 days in the county fake Bellevue gangsters out of here. He's a phony. Laugh out loud. Miss can't be wrong. All the harassment, etc., is nuts. It is. And if you're doing well, right away they'll accuse you. When you do well on your own, they'll accuse you of buying subs and shit because they can't do well on their own.
I'm here, guys. I'm sorry.
No problem. Miss can't be wrong. Have you got anything planned for the weekend coming up, sweetheart? I don't have anything going on. I know it's going to be real hot here in Britain, so I'll stay in the cool. Yeah, right now it's 101 degrees here. I got my air conditioned blast, and that's why I have this sweater on.
It's 100 degrees there. It's 90 here. Yeah, in North Jersey, 90. Oh my God.
90 in Jersey is a lot worse than 100 in Texas. This part of
brutal.
Texas.
It's fucking brutal. Who's breaking my balls on here?
Pizza was the street boss of the Cardboard Club. Watch out. They will beg for change. Okay. Prayers for Mother Tommy.
Yeah, thank you.
You got to thank guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Rob Livo. Thank you for being here. I'm seeing a lot of new names.
Thanks, Rob.
I'm seeing a lot of new names here, people. And I just like to say thank you. And you all got subs next to you. So that's thank you so much. Ms. Fugazi, you coming up north. I think you're going to go up weekend. I'm sorry. I don't war.
Who's breaking my balls here, Mo? Who's this guy? Mo breaking my balls?
What did he say?
Something about Belleville gangster, 33 days in jail. I don't know. I saw it.
It's rough to get old. My aunt is 99, doing perfect until hip broke. That's it. That's it, people. All you got to do is fall down.
Changes the whole body, the whole brain,
the whole body. If you break a bone. Did you guys hear about this woman that just in Georgia, she went to get her neck adjusted at the chiropractor? This happened a couple of days ago, and now she's crippled. like from the neck down, from the neck down. And she went home and she was having headaches and stuff. And she basically she died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. They brought her back to life.
Unbelievable.
And now she can't move anything from the neck down. And the guy was saying that the people that did the chiropractor, they said that it wasn't them, but the doctors that went over the injuries and stuff said they were common injuries that have to do with chiropractors. That's why I would never go to a chiropractor.
I wouldn't either.
I never have.
I've never been.
I don't want them fucking with my bones like that. I mean,
You know
imagine
what?
this poor.
They say your curve is wrong. It's our natural curve. It's our body.
Absolutely.
How
Yeah.
are they going to try and reverse it? What are you doing? Like, you're fucking with nature of the body. It's not right. It's not right. I think it's crazy.
It is.
I don't know. It's crazy. It is.
Thank you for blocking that. These new
What?
people that come in here, little bitches. They can't get no numbers. They can't do shows. They just like to bitch. 100 months, that's a few years at that age, 8 months or something.
There you go. There's Mo's comment. Get the 33 days in county fake Belleville gangster out of here. He's a phony. I'm not a gangster.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the end of the day is he can say whatever he wants, but when you drive in the morning and you look in that mirror, he don't have your looks. He don't got those pretty teeth you got. I mean, come on, you know. If I was going to fly on the other side, Tommy,
Yeah, right.
I'd target you, dude.
And he could come on and talk. We could talk it out.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hide. I'm not a gangster. I'm a working man. I changed my life around for the positive. I didn't rat on anybody, and I'm living a legitimate life.
That's it.
Hey, Danny, if you were going to fly on the other side, would you target Tommy?
No.
He's not your type.
You're crazy.
Fucking Lee.
He's out of his mind.
100 and even 90 is hot. I wouldn't cope with the heat, guys. Not now with the chest problems I have. Where do you live, Mr. Forgazy? Elijah, take a deep breath, hold it, and then while start standing down, touch your toes quickly while you're holding your breath, Cairo. Okay. And popping back up next all.
Lee, what is?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up here.
Lee, what's an
Huh?
average day? What is an average temperature day by you in the summer? Really, is it that hot?
About 100, but it doesn't feel like 100 in New York.
Now, can you keep CDs in the car and shit like that?
Huh?
Can you keep like CDs and tapes in the car, or they just melt?
No, not when it's that hot.
My friend lives in Arizona. He said they keep nothing in the car. They can't keep anything in the car.
Ryan, 4'11", the same height. Is that all? Is that how tall Alite is? 4'11".
I don't know.
Lee, I'm going to go. I got to go eat. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to be going
I'll
shortly
see
too.
you later.
All right,
Okay.
Tommy,
Alite,
take care, pal.
take care. Take care.
I'll talk to you later, my man. Let's see. I'll read a few more here with you, Tony. I'm sorry, Tommy, and then I'm going to take off myself. Chiropractor is going to advise you about exercising, but don't let them make adjustments.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree with that.
Mr. Softy, Lee Cole, if you don't read my comment, I will make you wear my booger. Okay, whatever that means. Mr. Softy, okay. My pop said chiropractors are witch doctors. They are, when you really think about it.
Yeah,
I didn't realize how far I was behind in this.
a lot of them don't believe
Okay.
in modern medicine. You know.
Okay. Mr. Softy, good to see you here, bro. Stay frosty. Mr. Softy, I haven't seen you in here in a long time. Lee, why does John talk to BS about my cousin Carol's first husband, Tommy Karate? Is it because Tommy made a punk out of him? Danny, what you say? Danny left, unfortunately, Kevin, and I didn't realize you're cousins with him. But one thing I found, Danny has a lot of friends on Facebook that come from families and stuff, and they come in here. A lot of our new viewers are people that just watch the shows. They don't come in the chat room and nothing, people. And, they just like to watch the show. And
Thank
those are
you,
the people-
Scott H. Thank you. I appreciate that, Scott H. Yeah, I'm not a gangster, man. I messed around in it a little bit, and now I just live a legitimate lifestyle.
Hey, is this really? I don't know if this is really Damien. So let me know if that's really Damien.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know these people.
Come on, Damien. If that's really you, Damien, would you, as a professional fighter, challenge the average person out in the street?
Wow.
That's what I would ask you. First of all, I don't know if this is the real Damien Trites, but would you? Because if you would, that wouldn't say much for you as a fighter, but challenging the extra guys. You guys know how to kick. You know, a guy like you could fight somebody and kick them once in the leg and they'll fall down. That's part of training. So I would say to you, Damien, if that is you, find an older fighter, an ex-fighter, and challenge them. That's what it comes down to. Of course, you're going to kick the average guy's ass. You're a trained fighter. You never forget those tools.
It's like riding a bicycle.
Yeah, it's like you know where to punch people, you know where to grab their arms, or do whatever. We're down to 310 people.
Yeah. Evan, I mingled in it a little bit. Yes, I was involved in their life a little bit. I went away for a little bit. I took a pinch. I didn't testify against anybody. And thank you, predict and win. Yes, I do know legit guys. I do know made guys. It doesn't make me anything big. I'm not a big shot. I'm just a regular guy, and I do know wise guys. It's the environment I grew up in, and I'm still here. Very simple.
Tommy, hats off, straighten out for life. Working is better. You get to keep it and spend it. Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
Danny, yeah, I know, buddy. I don't see the point of it all, mate. I'd rather discuss the mob and have opinions about the mob with people like yourself. It's easier than that. That's why we try to come on here every day and have a mob conversation person.
Yes, that's good.
Because people enjoy that. And
it is. It's true.
And we'll be on this weekend and we'll have another show and we'll do the same thing.
You'll end up being the only you're going to another level, Lee. I told you this 100 times. So let's see where it all goes. But you're going to another level.
A guy I know said Danny T was made in.
Nah, come on.
You're always going to get these tough guys.
I don't think a lot of people know what goes on inside, man. I don't think a lot of people know what goes on inside.
You guys, yeah, if someone comes in like that, can you guys please block them right away?
I mean, inside jail. I don't think a lot of people don't understand what goes on inside of prison. You know, all those stories and shit. There's bad stuff, but it's not. Anyway.
Tony H, great guys, great content. Well, I remember when I didn't know whether I was going to go upstate. I was locked up in New York in Valhalla, and they had me in this unit called M Unit. And it was the guys that were about to go upstate from county jail. And they would put them in this unit called M Unit in Valhalla. And I'll tell you what, I seen some of the most violent things there. Like if you were a child molester and if you came in, I seen one guy come in. They found out he was child molested. The guard told them. And they literally beat this guy so bad they had to carry him out. I don't even know what happened to him, whether he even lived. I mean.
Yes, Slug. I didn't do much time. I was facing 5 years. I took a plea. I got 9 months. Apparently I didn't notice they could reject your plea at sentencing and force you to trial. I did not know that. And they were planning on doing that to me. But I got short time. I got 9 months. I made parole, but parole and probation fucking sucks. Holy shit.
Being on paper is the worst.
Terrible.
You know, I could have. Tony, you've been here the whole show. Thank you, my man. Usually Tony comes in and hangs out with Gunsmoke. Are you doing a show tonight? Yeah, Gunsmoke, are you doing a show tonight? If you are, let me know. Because I want to watch the Yankee game.
So, Slug, in county, you get quick parole, but you get quick release, but you get long parole. It's a twisted system. Parole's like being inside. It's brutal.
Evan Nice Branch wants to know who you were associated with, what family.
In my area, you had Genovese, Gambino, and Lucchese. I was more aligned with Genovese and some Gambino.
Hey, Damien, meet me at the UFC gym in New Hyde Park, Long Island. We can discuss how tough you are. Okay. So, Damien, there you go. You have your little challenge there. Okay. David Cameron sounds like a reason I first came on here. There's going to be casualties if this continues. Yeah, but you know what? We're putting out product here. You know, there's going to be casualty. I'm not worried about a casualty. I live in Texas, people. You come up on my, you know, I live in a big complex. And if you come up in this complex, I'll guarantee you're never going to leave this complex. This is Southwest Texas.
What's
Let's put
prison
it
like
that
there? It's crazy. Prison's crazy out there.
No, people take care of people here, but everybody believes in self-defense here. And everybody's carrying something, and
So
I live
apparently,
in the town I live in. The Texas Rangers are located here, along with the state police. We have 4 different police jurisdictions here, law jurisdictions, all on the same road as you're leaving this town. This town only has 1,600 people, but on
what is
every
it?
street,
Different levels of of law enforcement. Different levels of law
yes, yeah,
enforcement.
we have the Rangers here. We have we have the state police. We have the town police, and we have the sheriff's department. All here, all headquartered right here.
Wow.
And most of those guys, they live here in this town. And so on every street you go to, there's a cop car. They bring their cars home at night. Every
That's
street.
great.
It's the safest town that you can possibly live in.
That's great. That's
There was
great.
a time I would never think I would live near cops. I like to avoid them and stuff, but you know what? I live in this very, very safe area.
Look, you know as well as I know. Anytime we see a cop car pass us, every time you see the sirens go on, every time you think it's you, right?
It's always part of it's always part of your makeup. You never lose that.
Yeah, right?
Okay, war. Gotta watch these soft troll. Yeah, let them troll. They're just bringing the numbers up. Let them troll. We're down to 307 now, but they're bringing the numbers up. Gunsmoke to Don, how you doing? Gunsmoke. Let me know if you're going on tonight, brother. Text me. Let me know. My phone's on the floor, so I'm not going to be able to answer it right away. Okay, Miss Kempy Ring Ward, they're all soft trolls. I knew someone in and out of jail. He said that the most part it's chill and fun. Listen, it depends where you are. If you're locked up at Rikers Island or Queens House of Detention or the Tombs in New York or in Chicago or LA or San Diego, and I was locked up in San Diego, people. And let me tell you something. That's not someplace. San Diego is a beautiful city, but you don't want to be in the jail there.
It's crazy.
It depends where you're locked up. What city? If you go to county, say here, if I go to county jail here, I'm not going to think nothing of it.
Yeah.
But if I go to county jail, say Rikers Island's considered a county jail.
Yes, it is. That's correct. Yeah.
So people don't realize that, and
It
it's
is.
probably the toughest prison in the world. I mean, I'm sorry, in the United States. It's probably that in Los Angeles and Chicago.
Yeah.
Those 3, you're talking brutal prisons. Brutal.
It's not that it's not that much better over here in Jersey. I got to tell you, County.
Oh, of course not. You got Rahway in Jersey. You got state prisons there are tough. Then you got cities like Newark and
I was
oh
in
my
Newark.
God.
That's where I was. I was in Newark.
Trenton,
Trenton.
all those places over there.
Got a friend doing life in Trenton. I got a friend doing life plus 10 in Trenton. Can you imagine that? Marty Tessetta. Life plus 10 in Trenton.
See what they did. I did a bullet. They call them bullets.
Yeah, a year. That's it.
Yeah,
Well,
1 year,
yeah, yeah.
and you wind up serving 8 months.
Yeah,
I've
that
done
counts,
2.
right? But did you get?
Yeah.
Do you get parole or you just get released?
Well, I wound up getting probation, a couple 5 years probation one time.
See, over here, if you get it less, I was in Newark, and let's say you get I don't know, 9. I get 364 in county, and they let you out in 3 months. You got to do parole the whole time. So you're not really, you're let out, but it's almost like being on a bracelet. It's crazy.
You know,
And you got reports every week.
matter of fact, anybody that wants to leave jail with a bracelet on to get free, you really got to think twice about that.
Oh, I know many guys that said, "Let me max out. Let me max out."
I'd rather do 4 to 6 months, let's say, in county jail than have to wear a bracelet for 4 to 6 months. I'd rather just stay there and walk out without, sometimes you can't walk out without papers. You're going to be on paper.
Yeah.
But
For the
having
whole
that,
time.
having
For the
that on
whole
your
time
ankle,
on parole, I felt like I was still inside. It's crazy. I don't recommend it, guys. Stay out of jail. Oh, stay out of jail. It's not a good place to be.
no. Can you imagine talking about guns? Can you imagine gun smoke in prison?
I just don't recommend
They
it.
would pass him around like a popsicle.
You do learn a whole different.
I mean, Gunsmoke would start riots. They'd be fighting over him. And then when, like, say you lose at cards, and say you're the Latin Kings, and you got Gunsmoke, and then you lose cards, and you're playing against, say, the Dirty White Boys, and so they got to give Gunsmoke to the Dirty White Boys as part of a card game. So think about that, Gunsmoke.
Don't jaywalk. Don't even jaywalk, man. Jail is not
I'm
good.
surprised I haven't seen a fuck you yet from them. If you want to know, it's like solidarity here. Go into your bathroom, lock the door for 3 days, have someone bring you food in your bathtub. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine these guys that get locked up, though, for 23 hours a day, every day for, say, the next, you're talking about guys like John Gotti, even Sammy Gavano for like 10 years was in 23-hour lockup when he got busted in Arizona because of who he was.
That's crazy.
That's you can't imagine how lonely that is, people.
How is that even humane? How is that?
How far are you from Austin, Joe Rogan? I'm like 8 hours from Austin, and I love it. I wouldn't want to be near Austin. It's a liberal hellhole. The city is nothing like it used to be. There's homeless camps throughout the whole city, and that's what they get when they have certain people run that city.
Thank you, Seymour. I don't have anything to hide.
Strong with Lee and Danny. Yes, if you haven't subbed, please sub. Please hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's Wild Tommy. Did you ever meet or cross paths with Tommy DeSimone or Jimmy DeJohn? No. The last person who wanted to cross paths,
much older,
Tommy DeSimone. He was just absolutely crazy. Okay.
And Joe Pesci played him beautifully.
I'm just trying. If I put you up and just go by you, I'm just trying to catch up to the end here, but it's not that easy, people. Benny, you'll be shocked when you see who does the show and the subject matter. Not saying miss. Lee, are the Texas Rangers more than probably? It's pretty even. I would say that the Texas Rangers have more jurisdiction in the state of Texas than, say, does the. The Texas Rangers have more jurisdiction than the state police. The state police can only work certain areas. I think the Texas Rangers can go anywhere. They can go into cities.
It's like a sheriff's department or something.
Yeah. Well, Johnny the Greek Jail was destroying if you let it eat you up. Made some good friends inside, but there wasn't one day I wouldn't ran out of there if they opened the gate and said yes. There's no feeling in the world, people, like when they open that gate and you walk out.
Oh my God, there's nothing like it. When they said, Stigliano, pack up. Wow.
Yeah.
And even though you got one wake up, and in my cell they were all singing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye." That's a song. Because I was with 23 guys in one block. So they throw water on you the night before, and they break balls a little bit, but you still don't think you're getting out until they say pack up.
And David, Texas, I'm in southwest Texas, which has very low humidity, so 100 degrees actually kind of feels a little pleasant. It's just the warmth you feel against your body. I don't even sweat when I go out in this. And I'm a fat guy. I don't sweat. But if I was in Florida, I would be soaking wet.
No, I'm not from Mulberry Street, but I do have friends there. Conneville, whatever. I can't say that name, but I got friends out there. But no. Drink a cup of coffee, Stigliano style. There you go. I had a good chat. I had a good crew here. Only one disrespectful in the chat to me. That's it. Everybody else was cool.
Gunsmoke, you never answered what I said about you being passed around. What the hell, dude? Oh, laugh out. Okay, here we go. I guess I'm kind of behind. Okay, laugh out Lee. Okay, I said it way back there and I'm up here. Okay. You can charge with life here and do 20, 30, 25 years. Okay.
All right.
So I changed my chat, and when I get to the bottom, there's this square that pops up, and I have to hit it, and it brings up all the new messages.
Exactly.
So
I do it every day. I do it in the morning. I got to hit that. What does it say? New chat, a new message. What it says something like that, right? You hit that box.
Listen to two 70-year-olds talking about doing a month in jail is cringe fest.
You're
Who's
here.
the 70-year-olds? I
He's
wish I
here.
did a month. I wish that I did a month in jail. But Cole Avenue, whatever floats your boat. By the
You're
way, I
here.
like your New York avatar.
It's giving you a view.
Whatever you want, brother.
Giving you a view.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go, Tommy. Thank you
All
for
right,
being here. I've been on exactly 2 hours.
I know, man. You had a
You
long
take care,
show.
brother. You're welcome
All right.
anytime.
Take care.
People, once again, Danny had to leave a little early. He was hungry, but I'd like to thank you all for being here. We had great numbers today, and it's well appreciated. And it's kind of funny. We have a lot of people in here now that watch our show from the Facebook pages, and they say they tell us and Danny that they will never go in a chat. But I don't really care as long as they come in here and watch this, and people find it entertaining. We tried to be as entertaining as we could today. John Alite, thank you for showing up in the chat today. We wish that you came in, but we left you to, we dropped the link for you. You could have come in. Okay, everybody take care. I appreciate everybody for being here, and it's been a pleasure. And we'll see you this weekend with our next show.